All right, guys, here's Meghan Markle massively manipulating people. Her use of language, it's unbelievable.
And maybe in some regards, because I was pregnant, that mammalian instinct just kicked in. Do everything you can to protect your child.
So right now she's basically saying anyone who said anything that she doesn't like, that she disagrees with, that was bullying, that's abuse. And she's always doing this narrative that she's this completely lone warrior who's protecting herself or came from nothing. So she's creating this narrative.
And as a result, protect yourself too. But, I think as we look at what's happening in social media, there is so much work to be done in terms of keeping people safe. And that starts as we see what's happening with children and their exposure to things.
So, the actual words she's saying, I agree with. There is crazy stuff on social media, but she's using it as a manipulation. Her and Harry, it's like that phrase, words are violence. That is factually incorrect, and it's a way of using language to basically have massive control. It's confusing people, it's lying. So Meghan Markle is basically trying to take things, like if someone says something she doesn't like. So she has multiple PR firms that control her image, that control social media, and she has much more power at this than most people do. And now she's trying to frame it that if people push back, like, hey, you're manipulating us, you've lied, we just disagree. Not even necessarily going at her directly, that's abuse, that's awful, that is the same as like people harassing children. So she's just using language and convoluting the issue because she doesn't want people to be allowed to say things that she does not like.
But also just creating these habits that what I find the most disturbing, frankly, especially as a supporter of women, is how much of the hate is women completely spewing that to other women. And I can't...
Again, totally extreme. First of all, she spewed so much hate about women. She's also blatantly said about Princess Catherine, the baby brain, hormones things, after being really nasty to her. So again, she is very good at manipulating, and I think has training, she prepared for this. She's trying to say, basically, if a woman disagrees with her or pushes back on her bullying, that woman doesn't like women, they're an outsider, they're not a feminist or what have you. So she's just using causes, using language in order to get what she wants, and in order to basically paint her enemies in her mind in a very awful light.
Not make sense of that, because I understand that there are certain platforms. Look, today's a really good example. This is being streamed on one of those platforms, and it's also fantastic because people are going to have access to hear all of this brilliance and all of this insight. And at the same time, it's a platform that has quite a bit of hate and rhetoric and incentivizes people to create pages where they can churn out.
What is she talking about? Like, she's just throwing out words. Literally just throwing words out. And again, she can say whatever she wants. Look at what she said about the royals. Look at what she was saying about people as they're passing away. Look what she's done to her father. So this is something that's a pet peeve, it's this extreme sensitivity to oneself and extreme insensitivity to others is the worst of both worlds. If someone's just really insensitive and they're crass, but like they're not sensitive to themselves either, it's like, okay, they're a little bit of a bull in a china shop socially. If someone's really sensitive, but they're also like really sweet to other people, okay, that's how they are. But this, like her and Harry, William, he's talking about his hair, he's talking about his looks, she's talking about Catherine's pregnancy, she throws people under the bus, she says lies about everybody, and that's no big deal. I mean, she's just a victim, she's just using her voice. But anyone who says something she does not like, they're hateful, they're a bully, they're abusive, they're this, they're that. So it's beyond a double standard.
Very, very inciting comments and conspiracy theories that can have a tremendously negative effect on someone's mental health.
Well, what conspiracy theories is she talking about? Like, for example, She went to an all-girls school. She lied about it. She's saying that boys were making fun of her in her all-girls school. It's proven. So she's lied about a lot of things. And I think it's reasonable for people to, when someone has these PR firms that are making up a bunch of lies and manipulating people and trying to affect their perceptions, to be aware that some of it's not true. Anyways, thanks everybody. I'll see you soon.